you seen Star Wars?
Now that Book of Boba Fett wrapped up the first season, we fans are left to wonder if that's the only season of the series, or if there should be a second season of Boba Fett's show. Before we get into that topic, please leave a like on today's video if you'd watch a second season, and subscribe to the channel for more Star Wars content. The Book of Boba Fett debuted on Disney Plus with 7 episodes or chapters, and it continued the story that started with The Mandalorian in what we now call the Mandoverse. And after 7 episodes, it's really easy to say that this series was a roller coaster of mixed feelings on if I wanted a second season or not. And this is personally for me, but around the midway point, I really thought we would need a second season of the series just to really tell the story I thought that they were trying to build on. I mean, I thought there would be another crime organization other than the Pikes that Boba would have to deal with since the Hutts were introduced and they backed off really fast. And it's not like there isn't more crime lords and bounty hunters in the stories that we can follow in Boba Fett's series. There's so much more that we can do with Boba running Tatooine, but after the final episode, Chapter 7, I don't really feel the same anymore. It seems like the Book of Boba Fett ended in a very conclusive manner. Boba saved the people of Mos Espa, we got his backstory and his motivations, and that's kind of it. I mean, there was nothing about the first season that gave us any indication of a second season ever coming. It did let us know that Mandalorian Season 3 will be featuring Grogu again, but in its own self-contained story for Boba Fett, I don't really see any more to be done. I mean, maybe we're looking at the Book of Boba Fett in the wrong way. Maybe the first season showed us that this type of series works better if it tells a story that impacts multiple characters in Star Wars and not just Boba himself. Din Djarin, Cobb Vanth both had major plot changes on their Star Wars stories in this recent series. If there was a second season of the Book of Boba Fett, it could focus on more characters like Fennec Shand or Cobb Vanth, both working under Boba and learning from him what it means to be a good and powerful leader. I mean, it's so weird that we had Cobb Vanth and Boba in the same series, and they didn't meet or talk at all. A second season would be a wonderful way to explore either a rivalry between these two or, just a good relationship. They may be kind of at odds over the armor, or maybe Boba teaches Cobb the way of the bounty hunter and maybe some Mandalorian stuff that he learned from his dad, Jango Fett. We could see more of the battle over the rest of Tatooine. I think it's kind of unclear if Boba just rules Mos Espa or other Tatooine cities like Mos Eisley, or does he simply run the entire planet? If he rules the entire planet like Jabba did and takes over the families who clearly just died out in that final episode, that would be a way to take the story, but that alone cannot carry an entire series. This first season was a pretty good indication of that. If the first season can't really carry a story of him just taking over Mos Espa, can a second season have him covering Mos Eisley or the entire Tatooine planet? As of right now, it's hard for me to think a Season 2 and what that story would be about. Imagining a second season just is kind of out there for me. If Mandalorian Season 3 comes back, they could potentially bring in Boba Fett again. I mean, truth be told, this time we could have Din telling Boba, hey, I need an army to take back Mandalore from the Empire. And Boba's like, okay, I'll get a lot of bounty hunters, contacts, or he builds up his own army on Tatooine in Season 2 in order to help Din, and maybe in order to get this amount of muscle, Boba has to take down the Hutts, or Cobb Vanth and Fennec need to help Boba prove that they're a cause worth fighting for, and they help him recruit. So you can see Mandalorian Season 3 building into Book of Boba Fett Season 2, kind of like how Season 2 of The Mandalorian built into the first season of Boba Fett. Sadly, the Book of Boba Fett limited what we could really expect from a second season. We learned so much about Boba in a really unexpected way, and then the rest of the series was mostly about The Mandalorian. So who's to say a second season would be any better than the first, Also, how many of you would actually want a second season of the Book of Boba Fett? I feel like people are kind of content just stopping the story here. Another thing I don't understand and don't really want to watch more is this kind of content from the Book of Boba Fett. A second season with showrunner Robert Rodriguez. God, I mean, if he comes back, there's not a single episode in Star Wars that he has directed that I have liked. I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade at the guy, and I don't want to, be disrespectful, but Jesus, I don't want to see this guy direct anything. Like, I never want to see at the ending credits of a Star Wars project ever again directed by Robert Rodriguez. I'm sorry, I don't. So a second season means his return, and that is not something that excites me at all. And I'm going to be honest, I've maybe seen one person unironically say they want more Robert Rodriguez Star Wars content. But in the end, maybe it's best we let Boba enjoy his rule over Mos Espa. Doesn't he deserve a peaceful life in retirement and live like a mafia boss? Wish we had more mafia-style Star Wars in this series. That seemed like the route that we were going to go, and I was really excited for that, but we didn't really get that, did we? I mean, you can't please everyone, can you? And I understand that I might be nitpicking here on what I liked and didn't like about the series, but looking at Season 1 and just thinking about the future, I just don't see a future with Boba Fett right now. And truth be told, I don't think anybody else really wants to either. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section below, and tell me what you think about the Book of Boba Fett getting a second season. Do you think it should? Do you think it shouldn't? And tell me why. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like on today's video to help me beat the YouTube algorithm. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe for more content like this. Please check out the official Chat2Win YouTube channel. We're doing our shows on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are doing debates now. Follow the official YouTube channel as well as all our social media accounts. Thank you for watching. I will see you all next time, and may the Force be with you always.